Hello you guys, and welcome to another video on my channel. I hope you're doing well. No, I'm out of breath. I literally just walked down the stairs. I am finally filming a bit of an art and craft video. If you've been watching my vlogs, I've gotten into like painting again purely for how therapeutic it is, and I just love having like a little outlet. It's kind of like meditation for me. I don't really think about anything else. And I'm not really good at it. I just really enjoy it. And I started sharing some stuff in vlogs, and I've also shared, I think, a couple of reels or pictures and stuff on my Instagram. So if you've seen them, you're probably among some of the people that have been asking me to share how I create these like textured art pieces. I'm going to film them and pop them up here. So I really hope you enjoy. I just thought creating like a YouTube video would be better because you guys can go back and refer to it, and I can like say and include as much as I need to without being like cut off with time limits and stuff. I have decided today that I am actually going to go to Bunnings because I want to get like some paint mixed up, some really good, like a neutral beige kind of shade we're going for. I've got some white, but I really need like some better quality standard colors that I'm going to use a lot. And I'm after a beige one to do this artwork that I have here. This is for my bedroom. I filmed a reel making this one, so head to my Instagram because there's a few things on there. But yeah, this one is going above my TV and I want to get to painting it. This first video is going to be a lot about like the products that I use, how I do it, and I will show you me doing one of the artwork designs that I'm going to do. There are some others. There's one in particular that I really want to try out. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if it'll work. But yeah, any other designs or things that specifically you guys want to see how to do, please let me know and I'll film that and upload them all individually just so you've got like everything in one video. But this is the first one, so I want to share with you guys what you'll need, what I've been using, what I have found, and then we're going to head to Bunnings because I think it's going to be busy and I just want to get it over and done with. So yeah, obviously you will need your canvas. As you can see with this one here, it is like a thick canvas. I personally prefer them. I find them a little bit sturdier, and also they look a little bit more luxurious when you put the cement on there. Now, what you actually use for the cement is totally up to you. And also, I just want to say, I am very new to this. I have just gotten a lot of questions asking for me to share what I've been doing. So this is what this video is. There's probably a million better ways to do all of these things. Just sharing what I have been doing. So I started off with a modeling paste. This one I haven't actually used yet. I got it from an art and craft store. It's a light modeling paste. So that's what that looks like. I find these quite easy to work with, so I would probably recommend getting yourself a light modeling paste. Most junk stores have them. I'm trying to think of where else I've seen them. Kaisercraft. This is the one that I started off with. So this is like a popular paint brand. You can find this in a lot of places. I really like that one. And I also started off by using the light molding paste. The light modeling paste or the light molding paste, either or. This one is a bit more like whipped, I think. So it's like super easy to glide over your canvas. But yeah, modeling paste is probably what I would recommend going for first. I have also just started doing a few with some heavy duty cornice cement, which is quite big. This is 6 kilograms, I think. Yeah, and so it's pre-mixed cornice cement. You can get it from your hardware store. I got it from Bunnings. And I just thought that this would be a bit more cost effective. It's definitely a lot heavier. It's obviously cement. I haven't quite worked out yet what types of artworks I like to do for different things. But yeah, as I said, it's definitely a lot firmer, but it also gives a really nice texture. And like looks a little bit more, I want to say luxe. So yeah, that's what I've been using for the actual molding. As for tools, so the first thing I'm going to recommend is getting some scrapers. I actually started off using cake scrapers. So they're in like the cake decorating section at Spotlight because that's all I had. And you can definitely do this on a budget as well. That's how I started out, and I've slowly been getting different equipment and stuff, but this is what it looks like. You normally use this on like a cake to like like make the frosting look really good, but does the same job. And it was literally $2, I think, from Spotlight. Then keeping on brand with the budget friendly theme, this is literally how I started out doing those really nice textured boho rainbows. I just randomly thought of this idea. I know a lot of people do it now, but when I was just at the shops, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need something to make the rainbow. And I just went to the cheap store and I got a $2 comb. And this has worked for multiple of my artworks. So you can get one like this. This is also really nice to hold on to. The bristles are quite thin. So I also got this one, which is just a little bit thicker. And it does the job. But obviously they're like different sizes, which is also really good for doing artworks because you get a little bit of variation. When you're a little bit more invested, these are some other things that I picked up. So these are like scrapers. You can get them from Bunnings as well, your hardware store, and they're where the cement is, so in the trade section. And I just got 2 different ones. I've actually been using these as well for different arches. I find they're really good for that, but these ones are just a little bit more heavy duty, I guess, and also you can like hold it. These are also super cheap, by the way, but I just mean like if you're not going to a hardware store straight up, you should be able to find these at most of your local shopping centers. Now this I bought from an actual craft store and it's probably my favorite purchase. This is how you get the really nice deep good arches. So there's one side here, and then a thinner side on the other, and I also use the end to scrape the extra cement or modeling paste from the side of my canvas. So this is really good. I think this was only $2 as well, but this is like the proper thing, like that's what it's made for. Just might be a little bit harder to track down, I don't know. I couldn't find any at my local shopping center, but yours might be different. You might have a better craft store near you, so just have a look around. But there's definitely super budget friendly ways to do this. Like you might even have this comb lying around that you want to use. This is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but I just want to give you all the information in this video, and any other art videos I do after this, I'll just kind of refer back to this. You may need some palette knives. I got these from Target. You can get a pack of 5, I'm pretty sure. It was very, very inexpensive. You can also get them at like cheap stores. They just look like this, help you do different textures, and spread obviously whatever you're using on your canvas. I have a lot of these paints from Craft. Probably wouldn't recommend them. Some of them are good, like the specialty colors that I probably wouldn't use a lot of. They've been really good, but some of them that I'm using a lot, like especially these like beigey shades, that's why I want to go and get a good one from Bunnings today. They're just like, you have to put a lot of coats on to fix her up. And then obviously like paintbrushes. I've bought different paintbrushes over the last couple of weeks from different places. I got a few smaller ones, like ones that are a little bit more precise, from art stores. You can obviously get them from junk stores as well. Kmart has paintbrushes, but I like doing these if you're painting in between the arches of the rainbows. And sometimes it's good to get into really specific areas. The last thing I just want to mention is the gloss, the varnish. This, I think, makes them look all put together, kind of like the end. It's like the top coat. This is a clear gloss varnish. I got this from Bunnings. I also had another one. Here it is. I still have a little bit left. It's from Craft. So you can get cheaper varnishes, but yeah, it just makes like the painting all kind of come together. All the colors look seamless, and adds obviously a bit of a gloss over the top. So when you hang it up, it looks really chic and I love it. So that's kind of a rundown of all of the equipment that I've bought. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask me. But as I said, there's probably better things. I'm just sharing what I've done. So yeah, the plan is to head to Bunnings and have a look at the swatches. I think I want just a nice beige color, and get them to mix that up. I've actually never bought paint before, so I hope this works out for me. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just gonna pick a color and go to the trade desk. Not the trade desk, the paint desk. Really quickly, I will show you some of the designs that I've done. So this is the big one for my room. As you can see, I've got these beautiful arches and I've kind of gone over them like this. So this is using the scraper and I've kind of got like the rainbows going over the top of each other. I really love it and I think it'll look really good when it's painted. And then this I just textured myself. So that's a pretty big one. This one isn't completely done yet, but that's what that one looks like. And then this one is probably my favorite one and probably the one I've gotten the most questions on. So it's kind of like waves. I've actually named this one Ride Out the Wave because that's like a little quote I've been telling myself all year, writing out the emotions. So as you feel things, you just write it out, each emotion as it comes. And yeah, it really got me through 2022. That's like a bit of a sentimental piece, but I'm going to show you how to do that one. And then we've also got ones like this with just like the rainbows. I used the combs for this. This was the first one that I did actually. I've also got another one in my bedroom. I'll put a picture up of here, but it's like a woman's body. Very simple. It actually took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but that one's a really cool one as well. I want to make another one of those, but I think we're going to do the wave one today because that's what I've gotten the most questions on, but I can show you how to do the others as well in other videos. And I also have this really big round one, which I want to do like a patchwork textured print on of similar colors and they're like swatched on. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, let's go to Bunnings. I'm back from Bunnings. I got my paint. That was so much longer than I thought it was going to be because they didn't have like one of the bases that they needed to make the paint. I don't even know how it works. Like I know they mix it up somehow, but anyway, I was just gambling. I was like, whatever. I need some paint mixed up. Anyway, I got my colors that I picked out. I got some like swatches and stuff. So if I need any more, I can go back and I've got like colors to go off. And then I also found this on sale. That's the color. It says it's acrylic, but it's for deck and exterior paint. This is also a bit of a gamble, but it was $9 and I thought, why not? And then I also got these two colors. This is like an olivey green and then the beige. Excuse my gross painting shirt. It looks so flattering, but I don't want to get any of my clothes dirty. I'll show you what it looks like. Can you see that? How nice. And then this one is like a lighter beige, like that. So I'm going to paint the one that's been drying, but I'm going to run you through how to actually do one first so that can dry. I normally leave it to dry for like 24 hours plus just so that I know that it's fully set. Yeah, I would hate to like go over it. I literally just do this at my kitchen table because it's the only area that's big enough for me to have all of this stuff. We're going to do the little wave print on this canvas. This is the size just for reference, and I'm going to use it using the pre-mixed cornice cement. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit. So we're just going to take it out. There we go. So this is your pre-mixed cornice cement, and just for reference, this is what it looks like. As I said, it's very thick compared to the other one, but what you're going to want to do, I just kind of mix it a little bit to get it nice and fluffy. That's what it looks like. And then you're literally just going to wipe it onto your canvas. You can always add more. I'll bring you guys in a little bit closer. And the good thing about this kind of art is if you don't get it right, you can just do it again. Like you can just smear the pattern and start again, which is very good for me because I very rarely get it right the first go. It takes me a couple of goes to work out what I'm going for. So then you can kind of create whatever texture you like. This obviously looks pretty cool as well, and you can even just leave it at that, or you can kind of go over really lightly, like I'm almost applying no pressure. You just kind of create like a bit of a wave ripple, which can be also really cool. Some of this is going to come off anyway when we start making our pattern. But yeah, that looks kind of cool too. You can kind of just play around, and that's what I find so fun, is you just get to try different strokes and see what you like depending on what kind of print you're going for. You can even use your palette knife, kind of like just graze the top. The more texture the better, and because this is going to be waves anyway, it doesn't really matter. Then we grab this tool to do the waves, and I just kind of pick a side and just keep going over. You obviously want to do the back ones first. I think you guys will see. I'm just going to zoom you in, and yeah, you can see how I do it. And then once you've got your desired pattern, I just use the side to clean that up. It's actually not too bad, this one. So this is what it looks like. I think that looks really nice, and I really like how this is textured. And that kind of looks like the sky. That will need to dry for about a day. That's how you do the wave print. I am going to end off this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I made that wave artwork, because I posted a reel of me doing the other one and I got so many DMs and comments about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it answered some of your questions. If you'd like to see how I make any of my other designs that are up on my Instagram or any that you've seen today, let me know. I will try and film some more of them, and maybe try and make another reel, or at least just put them in vlogs. But yeah, feel free to let me know if you do have any other questions. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.